Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back. Welcome in. Long time no see. I know it's been a minute since I've done more than just collective readings, but that's kind of all I've had the capacity for recently. But that's changed. Some energy has shifted and opened up a lot of free time for me. So I'm going to pour that energy into this channel and hope that it pours back into me. So we'll see where it goes. We're going to be doing a tarot plus oracle spread today. Before we jump in with our cards, though, we are going to be using the singing bowl to clear any lingering energy that needs to be cleared, to connect to each other as a collective, and then as a collective directly to spirit. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light that you'd like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The more the merrier. All right, guys, let's get into it. Beautiful. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Scorpio collective. What do they need to know at this time? What energies are around them, moving towards them? We are fast approaching Libra season, and then next is Scorpio season. Aside from my own season, Scorpio is definitely my favorite. But I also really love Libra. So I'm really excited for the next few months. Let's see what's coming in for you throughout this season. We are approaching Mabon, which is autumn equinox. Really big energy of like final harvest, and then the things that we do after that final harvest, that one last harvest of the season. Thank you. The preparation, the canning, preserving, all of these things. And it doesn't have to be literal. You don't have to be doing these literal things. But just that energy is going to be around us. So if you feel like purging, nesting, cleaning up your home, rearranging, reorganizing, any things like that, now is a really good time to do that. Mabon is a really good time to do that. All right, first card's out. Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the High Priestess. 2 out of the 3 cards are major arcana. I would say this is going to be a pretty major time for you. High Priestess to me is indicating how in touch and in contact, that's not typically the word that I would use, but in contact with spirit that you are. You're really tapped in, you're really tuned in. You could be receiving messages, you could be moving between the veil really easily at this time. And as we move closer and closer to your season, the veil is going to get thinner and thinner until it is at its thinnest on Halloween night, October 31st, which I believe is on a Friday this year, which is pretty exciting if you ask me. I love Halloween. I don't go out and do anything though, because I think people are too weird and I don't like weird energy. So I try to keep to myself, but I do love everything about spooky season. Okay, 2 more cards came out. Ace of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. With this High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune coming out also alongside the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like you're a little bit frustrated with the pace that something is moving, with the speed with which the tides are turning, tables turning in your favor, anything of that nature. Maybe you're kind of frustrated with how long it's taking. Like, man, I've been doing this a really long time. Or I've been working really hard on this thing. Why haven't I seen a reward? Where is my harvest? I was just talking about the final harvest of the season. Maybe you haven't had one yet. So you're like, I've been putting in effort. I've been putting in energy. Why is it moving so slowly? Why is it taking such a long time to manifest this change? It feels like a really big change. You've been trying to like push the wheel to get the momentum going, and you're just waiting for the momentum to take over so you can kind of like let it ride, let it coast, and let the change happen. But you have had to put in a lot of effort and a lot of energy to get that ball moving, it feels like, to this point. Whoa, okay. Now, the Three of Swords, I'm actually going to leave that in reverse because we don't want it upright, in all honesty. The Empress has the final card out. The bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. There's lots of, two knights showing up is like younger, I don't want to say less immature, but it could be. It could just speak to a younger masculine energy. Maybe you've been waiting for someone to offer you something. You've been waiting for a promotion, a raise, some sort of job opportunity, but it hasn't. With this laptop here, it could be like putting in for a remote position. You've been pushing really hard to become remote. That could be like a hybrid schedule. Maybe you're wanting like 2 days in the office and the rest work from home or work from wherever, so you can have more flexibility. It feels like you've had to put a lot of effort in to get this, but I do see, I see success. And if not in this endeavor, if you finally are like, okay, well, this doesn't seem like it's going to happen, maybe I'm at kind of a dead end here, and there's something new being offered to you. This could be, it doesn't have to be a new path, a new career. It could just be, again, you've been working towards like a new position, taking your job remote, whatever that looks like, but it's going to come with a pay raise, or you want it to come with a pay raise, or it should come with a pay raise. It's going to. And if that particular one, if that door closes, there's going to be another one knocking like immediately, like, hey, here, we really want you to do this. We really love the way that you do this. We're here to offer you something. You could be a medium of some sort with the High Priestess and the Seven of Cups here. This gave me like delusion and illusion, but you're able to see through it. You're able to sort it out to get things clear, give really clear and concise messages. Maybe you're really connected with spirit in a way that you can speak to people who have passed, deliver messages to their loved ones, to the people who are still here, who stay behind, right? But it feels like instead of you being in a state of like chaos and confusion and having too many options and not knowing which direction to go, it feels like you help people sort out their own confusion and their own chaos so they can make really wise, well thought out decisions. I don't know. It just, typically this would be like you and your own, like all of these options, and they're all still in the sky. So you haven't decided which one you're going to bring down. You haven't really focused on one. And it's kind of hard to tell even what's in these. Obviously, we can tell this is victory. This is jewels and riches. This is love. This is romance, passion. This is a snake that's a fist, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look welcoming though. And that's a tornado, which is like chaos and chaos. Ugh. Nobody wants that. So it's like you have to choose really wisely. And typically this card to me speaks of like you needing to make this decision, you needing to clear out the clutter and the confusion in your own brain. But right now I'm getting, this is you. This is you and someone else's like thoughts, vision board. They're laying something out for you. Like, here's all the options. I really need help deciding. Can you give me some guidance? You could be a tarot reader. You could be some sort of medium, like I was talking about earlier. But you're helping bring clarity to people. I've literally never read that card like that, but with it coming out with the High Priestess, it's you being able to see through and sort things that other people can't. I'm going to get one more card actually because this is a little uneven. I was going to do it like a staircase, but then I did not. We also have the Three of Swords that came out very clearly in reverse. So I did leave it like that, even though I don't typically read reversals. But you're getting over something. You are not taking things as personally, maybe, as you once would have. If someone betrays you in one way or another, this is going to sound wild, but say a partner cheats on you, and in the past, maybe you would have completely flown off the handle, gone off the deep end, like hell hath no fury. But now it's like, and not that you don't care. I'm not going to say you don't care, but it doesn't affect you the way that it once did, the way that it once would have. You've definitely healed and processed some sort of betrayal, backstabbing, heartbreak. This could have to do with love. It could have to do with friendship. Could have been a third party situation. If you've had any type of cheating in your past, any type of like deception, manipulation, narcissism, anything like that, you've definitely healed it. And that's, I feel like, why this effort and the momentum that you've been putting into getting this wheel going is finally paying off. It's like leaps and bounds, because we go from what feels like not necessarily stagnant energy, because they're definitely making progress, but it's so slow and tedious. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm ready. I've been ready. I've been doing the thing that I need to do. When is it going to take off? And it feels like kind of not overnight, because no, this has not been overnight, but it feels like a flip is switched. And it might be when you finally process and you finally fully release this Three of Swords energy, this feeling of betrayal. Maybe you have some sort of resentment about a way a situation resolved itself, the way it ended up, the way it worked out. And you're needing to fully let go and let that heal. And as soon as you do, it's like you plant the seed, water it. I mean, this, I'm not even going to say water it a little bit, because even just the Page of Cups is still very loving, very nurturing. They're very spontaneous, although again, very young, even younger than the Knight. This is like the newest new of the journey. Also, oh, actually, never mind. I was going to say, I feel we've got fish in a cup twice here, but there is not a fish in any of these cups. I thought there was. But then the end game here, the outcome of this season, this period, whatever, is the Empress. So you're moving from, like, again, not stagnation, but just slower moving energy into a really flourishing, prosperous, steadfast, sturdy energy of just like, I am here. I'm still standing. I'm okay. I'm taken care of. I am building. You have an empire behind you, beneath you, around you. This is strong, strong, strong feminine energy here. These are typically pomegranates on her dress, or the imagery, pomegranate somewhere. That's like fertility. If you have been wanting a child, maybe that's what all this is. You've been working really hard to expand your family. You've tried a lot of different options. It could be a lot of losses, a lot of heartbreak. But as soon as you let go of your expectations, and as soon as you let go of, it feels like you're putting pressure on yourself to go faster, to be somewhere, to have something. It feels like you're unhappy with the pace of something. But if it has anything to do with children, there are so many children here. There's 3 specifically, 2 boys and a girl. Obviously, gender is not, it's whatever. Put it where it fits. But 2 masculine and 1 feminine. It could be like masculine, feminine, masculine. But 3 children specifically are coming out. So if you have been wanting, have been trying, have been suffering losses, again, 3, maybe you've lost 3 children, had 3 miscarriages, stillbirths even. That makes me incredibly sad if that has been your experience up until this point. Just know that if this is something that is truly, truly what your heart desires, you will have it. It will come to you in one way or another, and I promise it'll be worth the wait, and it'll be greater than anything you can ever imagine. All the best things in our life are worth working for, right? feel like I just had this talk with Libra. When we get things for free, our appreciation for them just like depreciates immediately, dissipates almost immediately. When it's like instant gratification, like you have a thought, oh, I want this here. Okay, it's here. You do it. That's it. But when you have to work and you have to plan and you have to, I don't want to say struggle. I don't want to say struggle, but work and put effort into something. You value it. You care for it. You love it. You nurture it. And it tends to be stronger and more stable, and it lasts a lot longer, and it's higher quality, value, all of those things. Tree, family tree. Oh, ring and tree. Hey, turn it over. If this is you, we have, oh, that's weird. Card is facing. That card was facing the wrong way, and it's the stork. You're definitely, that's so, and child, what the hell? Okay, confirmation. You could be adopting children from overseas. You could be taking like a family cruise. I was just about to say, I was thinking back to the last time that I did a Scorpio reading, and I got heavy, like marriage, baby, growing your family, pregnancy energy. And that's exactly what's coming up again. Like if this is something that you've been wanting, wishing for, working for the last few years, and it hasn't happened, it's going to happen for you very, very soon. Don't put pressure on yourself. Have fun. Remain lighthearted, not hardened, not bitter, not this. It's never going to happen for me. Watch how you speak. Watch the words that you say. Start saying, I can have this. I can do this whenever I want, and I want to do it now. If you've talked yourself into, I can't have more children, reverse it. I can. Sorry, not if it's not more children in general. I can't have whatever it is, XYZ. I can have more kids whenever I want. I can have kids whenever I want. I can expand my family. I can start my family. I can grow my family whenever I want. I can have a healthy, easy, beautiful pregnancy whenever I want. Whatever it is, speak life into it, not the opposite. Don't suck the life out of it with your words. Try something new, right? Try something new. All right, let's do our tea leaf, and then we'll do the Mabon deck. Oh, tree, family tree. This is your roots and your branches and expanding and fruits of your labor and literally the fruits of your loin. Such a weird thing to say, but it's true. We have the stork here too. December just popped out. You could be getting pregnant in December, getting a positive pregnancy test in December. You could be giving birth in December. There it is again. December is significant. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Okay. Key. Successful outcomes to your problem. Successful outcome to your problems. I said it backwards. Sorry. Successful outcome to your problems. So if this has been a delay in something, a delay in anything really, it's being lifted. It's being rearranged for you. It's being delivered to you. Delivery, special delivery. Mountain. Major challenge to overcome. It came out again very clearly in the reverse. I feel like you've already climbed the mountain. I feel like you're at the peak, and that's where you're going to get pregnant. That's where you're going to I don't know, you could it's really strange. Maybe you're celebrating a anniversary. Maybe you guys are literally like renting a cabin. You're secluded. You are, did I say honeymoon? Anniversary, whatever, it doesn't matter. But it feels like that's where conceiving, that's the word I was looking for earlier. That's where you are conceiving. That's where you did conceive if you are pregnant and about to give birth. But that mountain was very much and we have November. That mountain is very much the summit that you had to climb, the obstacle you had to overcome. But you successfully did it. You successfully overcame the problem. You're going to continue to. I feel like we just moved up the timeline even sooner. If you have been wanting to get pregnant, November might be the moment. It might be when it happens for you. Lean into it. If it's what you want, claim it. Claim it, claim it, claim it. In the comments, like this to kind of resonate with it. Let the universe know that I do like this. I do want this. I want this energy. Please, this is my reading. This is for me. What else is here for Scorpio? I mean, what else could you want? Feels like everything you've ever wanted and wished for. I feel like all of these are going to be upside down now, but we'll see. If this comes out upside down, I'm not going to take it upside down because they're all mixed up. Okay. What else is here for Scorpio this season of their life? Try to let the anxiety go if you have anxiety about anything. If you, again, you're putting pressure on yourself to do something, to get something done. Take a deep breath in. The Queen, determination and sacrifice. That's you. That's you. The Scholar, investigation and research. The rest, that's too many, but those are the two we're going to take. The Twins. You could be getting pregnant with twins. Oh, that is the sweetest thing. My goodness. You could be having Irish twins, I think they call them, when you have them really close together, like less than a year apart, I think is technically what Irish twins are. You might be like having a baby this November and then having another one next December, or vice versa, having a baby this December and then having another one next November. Oh my God. That's wild. Or just literally you're having twins and then you could be having your third like next year. I'm just getting like consecutive. Once you decide it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. We don't really need one more. I don't know why I'm still shuffling. I don't know why words come out the way that they do, but it happens every single reading. There's something I can't read. There's something I fumble, stutter, flubber, any and everything. It is what it is. We're going to keep going. What else is here for Scorpio this season of their life? Foraging and coven. Oh, I love this. You have the support of your community. If this has been a really long journey for you, I feel like you have people that you've been confiding in, people that are really going to celebrate this moment with you and that are really going to lift you up. I would say seek magic. I don't know how else to say it. Spell work, whatever it is, from your coven, from a coven. Lean into the feminine energy. Seek out guidance from feminine energy. Surround yourself with what you want, and that includes your thoughts. Again, watch how you speak, watch how you think. It's more impactful and it's more impactful than you can ever realize. So make it a habit. If thoughts of doubt or whatever creep in, pivot, redirect it, choose a new thought. You always have the opportunity to choose a new thought. You can acknowledge the one that crept in. Okay, I hear you. You're still here. There's still something I need to work on here. I appreciate you for showing me that, but I'm going to choose this thought instead, because I know this one isn't true, and I know this one doesn't align with what I want anymore. It might have been true at one point in time. It might have been something I said to keep myself safe, to keep myself small, to keep myself whatever. But that's not me anymore. That does not serve me anymore. So I'm going to choose differently. Yeah. Let's read about our Citadel cards, which is the Scholar and the Queen. The Queen, that's which one I got to first, so let's read about it. The throne room is an austere affair, okay, lined with tapestries and portraits of past rulers. At the far end, the throne commands attention. It represents power and the sacrifices made by those who have sat upon it. Occupying it now is the Queen, sitting tall and proud, ready for a day full of difficult decisions. But this is the position that they have worked hard to reach, and they will not shy away from the responsibilities that have come in the wake of their ambition. You've left a lot of things behind in order to get where you are now, but regretting your decisions will only tarnish the glory of what you've achieved. There will be more of these challenges in the future. Come to terms with the fact that achieving your goals is worth all of them. Yes. Yes. The moment is so much sweeter when it's... God damn it, I just lost my entire train of thought. I don't know, but we have... It doesn't matter. Pomegranates caught my attention up here too. You are very, very fertile. I'm talking to the divine feminine right now. Very singular, single mother. Maybe that's where your hesitation lies. Maybe you don't have a partner, but you really want children. You've had to overcome a lot. Maybe you've had to do a lot to prove that you are suitable for adoption, because you are a one-parent household, and it's in general, it's harder to adopt children into one-parent households, right? So maybe that's the obstacle that you've overcome, the summit that you've had to face, that you've had to mount, that you are now going to get to adopt. You're going to be granted rights to adoption, however adoption works. It could be foster parenting as well. Maybe you've been in the process of or working towards arranging your life so that you can be a foster parent. But this to me looks like biological children, because we have the stork, we have all of this fertility energy, and it doesn't have to necessarily be pregnancy. It can also mean business opportunity, giving birth to a new business idea. And we do have the Ace of Pentacles here, which is also indicative of that. So it could also be a business, but I don't feel like that's the case for the majority of you. This feels like an actual physical pregnancy, new baby, new life, growing your family tree, new branches, new roots. All right, the Scholar. Let's see where this one's at. Page 80. The Scholar. Sunlight streams through a window, illuminating a chaotic, crowded desk. Piles of books cast deep shadows, and the dust motes float lazily through the air. The Scholar is something of a hermit, very Virgo energy, preferring their scrolls and studies to the bustle of the outside world. Oh yeah, I don't hate that. But there is one thing they're known for: their ability to work through any puzzle and come to the right conclusion. That's what I was touching on here earlier, like being able to sort things out, being able to see through, see around, see things in a different light, to help people, to guide them. Okay. The Scholar is a card of routine and perseverance. Right now, you may find yourself at a dead end with no immediately apparent solution. Take a step back and try approaching the problem from a different angle or asking someone for their opinion. A fresh pair of eyes can work wonders. Yes, yes, yes. This is very much your energy. You could be just a scholar in general, someone who loves learning, who loves reading. You could love, you're just a student of life. You could be constantly in school. You could be getting your master's. You could be getting your doctorate. All right, Coven. Family, community, raised power. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that makes me want to cry because I was talking about this very pervasive, very present, strong, independent, single mother, single parent energy. In this Coven card showing up, I think I mentioned earlier that they support you, that you have support, community, but this is also your village. If you are wanting to take this leap, get pregnant, um, raise a child as a single parent, you're going to have your village around you to help you to parent with you, essentially. You have a really strong support system here. Okay. One person is powerful on their own, but may lack certain skills. I didn't even start at the beginning. Your higher self chose this card because it's a positive one for achieving goals that involve many people. One person is powerful on their own, but it may see, this is what I'm talking about. I can never just read and get everything right. I don't know. I don't understand. But may lack certain skills or knowledge that another can easily fulfill. Consider seeking a partner or partners to aid in your quest if you have not already. The collective power of your partnership or team will catapult and hasten your success. Also, if you've been struggling to do any tasks that do not come naturally to you, you may consider seeking help from someone who has expertise in this area. It could be time to expand your business family by hiring a new employee or giving an existing one additional duties that are suited to their talents. In a reading about love, the Coven card can mean sharing activities with your family and learning each other in the process. You may ask your kids or partner to show you more about some of their interests, as taking an active role in the interests of those you love will contribute to more connection, understanding, and support, and represents a different way to show that you care. Beautiful. Beautiful. Foraging. Authenticity, hidden talents, acting upon your uniqueness, effort. Your higher self chose this card because sometimes you need to go out looking for food even though the grocery store is just down the road. Although the store is convenient, your life dish may require an ingredient the store can't offer, or perhaps your soul is seeking a more authentic flavor experience that is unique to you. The foraging card has found you because it's time to get up, go out into the world, and discover all that has been waiting for you to pick up and put inside your basket. It is tempting to take the easier road, but that path is crowded with hordes of people attempting to do the same. They look the same, they do the same things, and are ultimately lost in a sea of conformity and ordinariness. Nothing that stands out from the crowd. By taking the road less traveled, you could stumble upon an undiscovered patch of greatness. What makes you unconventional, strange, or completely different? You may not think being eccentric is a strength, but your quirks are what set you apart from everyone else. Receiving this card is an opportunity to discover and embrace your hidden talents and act on them. Perhaps you feel like you have nothing special to offer, but you most certainly do. Truffles are one of the world's most coveted and expensive foods, yet they are notoriously difficult to find. They are always at the base of a tree and generally buried below the soil, hidden from the naked eye. What makes them unique is just the same. What makes you unique is just the same. You may need to dig deeper. It may require significant effort, but what you'll discover will be worth its weight in gold. Beautiful. You guys. congratulations if you're finding out that you're pregnant, if you're about to give birth, if you are even just had the very first thought of, oh, I do maybe actually want to expand a family. I do actually want this. It's going to happen for you. So I love all of this for you. Congratulations. You guys have done a lot of incredible, hard, arduous work. And I am so proud of you and so happy for you. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.